in the face and look to maybe work it down there with his wrists?
I think that's an incredible cricket shot. I think you're right, Simon. Incredible cricket shot.
Oh!
Better than that one, but I can tell you that I think the way he looked at where the ball went, in other words, he intended it to go there. Remarkable cricket shot. I know it was relatively slow delivery, but how he managed to get it there and change his mind and execute at the same time. Just have a look at his head here. Right there he changes his mind with his wrists, and subcontinent players can do that. And then he looks behind in the direction he meant the ball to go. It wasn't an edge. It wasn't a mistake. It was intended. .43 from 73 from Babar Azam. Run out chance. Oh boy, if Williamson had picked it up, there was trouble afoot, you would have thought. 104 for 3, 28 gone.
Saim Ayub would have been in trouble. He really would have been. Look at how much distance he still had to cover there. So it's an unfortunate error by Kane Williamson. Still creating his own fortune, Saim Ayub.
I think he just took his eye off the ball a little bit, Kane Williamson, but also it came onto the really rough surfaces. Look where this ball goes to. Just have a look where he has to pick it up. Just in there in the grass and the dirt, but he took his eye up at a touch. Fuming with himself.
And again, Jakes.
7th over for Glenn Phillips. Asking rate 9.86. Hanging in there, Pakistan. Just under 10 and over. They need to be firing at both ends, and at this stage, Bubba can't.
Teams up to the set, boys.
Sense of restlessness amongst the crowd.
So good.
I think in all of this, as we look around the tournament, though, and you talked about South Africa just now with the arrival of Klaasen and Jansen and Rabada and those guys, a constellation of stars. We're going to see the Afghan spinners at work. Bangladesh and their pace attack is vastly improved across all formats of the game. And then you're wondering if England can finally click and put it all together with India.
Over the top of extra cover, that's a beautiful strike for 6. It's gone the distance, and Salman has kicked into gear here. Has he kicked Pakistan into gear?
A good player. Got that 100 in the Tri-Series. Got a half century in South Africa to propel them to a win. He seems to have not only skill, but a temperament that lends itself to trying to play freely.
Time over mid-wicket. Conway won't get anywhere near it. 1 bounce 4.
And all of a sudden, you just feel that the pressure starting to build. The innings is released a little bit from Pakistan's point of view. And yes, it takes an element of risk. You said it, Bish. It takes an element of risk. You get away with it if your options are correct. New Zealand taking their time now. We haven't seen this for quite a while.
Well, Santon is a relatively new captain. I mean, this is his first event, world event, as full-time captain. He has hardly had to think about his strategy to this point. It's just all fallen into place. Shifted Conway a little bit squarer. Nicely worked. And it's got away. Things are changing for New Zealand. It's got away from Will Young. And maybe that could be a boundary as well. They'll have a look at it. Just seemed a little bit messy whether his body was in touch with the boundary as his right hand came back on the ball. I'll look at this very closely, you would imagine.
He's all right. I tell you, just to the point that we're making here about a shift in balance or the initiative. If nothing happens here, then you go back to a seamer.
$15 from the over. They need a couple more of those. It's 119 for 3, 29 gone. .50 partnership between Salman and Babar Azam. It's come from 49 deliveries, but the
Blue Band और टोस्ट है पक्के दोस्त. Duh. But did you know there's more? Blue Band से हो ना सिर्फ टॉपिंग बल्कि फ्राइंग और सिर्फ फ्राइंग और मिक्सिंग. Blue Band से तड़का दाल करी also cookies या cakes, tasty fried rice या फिर कोरमा या मिक्स सब्जी. That's right. हो नाश्ता lunch dinner or snack, tasty juicy. लोगे bites? So yummy anytime with omega-3, omega-6 vitamins A और E. मैं दावत करूँ रोज अपनी family की. Blue Band से हर food flavorful.
Better time at the other end. Come on, lads. So good, lads, so good.
I'd say Pakistan of late, it hasn't got away from them. It's 9.71. If you're a believer, hang around because this could be something special. It's a fine. Beautifully weighted down the ground for 2. Playing an innings here, Salman, all of a sudden.
Starting to pick up on what Mitch Santner's trying to do, and any element of width, he knows there's an option. Very fine, because he can wait for it and just has to dab it, tap it on its head. If he gets it slightly off the edge, it'll race away quicker and pick up 2, worst case scenario. But he's no longer looking to go down the pitch or go at Mitchell Santner. He's waiting.
Tom Latham is hopeful here. I'm not sure Richard Kettleborough is even that interested really to go upstairs and have a look at it. Really looking at a situation where it's either lifted his back foot or dragged it on the line, Salman. But I don't think we're going to persevere with it. Another pace-off delivery. Just never arrived. Bat and foot safely back, so no issues there. They've cut off that shot as well. So good finish to the over for Santner. 5 from it, 124 for 3.
197 required still from 120 balls. His partnership now 55 from 55 deliveries. But that run rate required still just teetering around the 10 runs per over mark. Nathan Smith into the attack. His first go today.
Yeah, this is what I thought would happen after Phillips' last over from that end went for 15, just to change up the pace of bowling. It's a half century for Babar Azam, his 54th. Get that 54th in one-day internationals. 54th 50-plus score, and he needs to kick on and pick up the pace and perhaps go big.
Yeah, you're right, Bish. He needs to make this a real big one. Striking at just 61 so far.
He's going to need to kick on with a high strike rate, just so he doesn't put pressure on the other batters around him. Batted for a long time, understands the conditions. Nathan Smith into his first ICC event. Made his debut for New Zealand this summer. Plays for Wellington in domestic, absolutely loves the game. Cricket tragic, self-confessed as well. He's the type of bowler that will just bowl wicket to wicket. It will skid through. It's subtle adjustments with the change of pace, change of the angle around the crease as well. It's been a long time in England playing county cricket. Had a lot of success there as well. And someone that's had big raps. That sort of number 8 all-rounder position for New Zealand. That bowling all-rounder. That when the conditions suit, that's that sort of role that he plays for New Zealand.
क्या हाल है? आज तुम बड़े जल्दी ऑफिस आ गए हैं? सैलरी कट रही है तुम्हारी, जानता हूँ मैं। ट्विनिंग? कमाल है यार।
सेम हो गया ना? यार छोटू, एक पिक्चर लेना।
1 मिनट रुक यार। ये कपड़ा तो मेरे कपड़े से भी ज्यादा अच्छा है यार।
क्यों? तुम्हें क्वालिटी नहीं मिली? पिक्चर लेना यार।
1 मिनट रुक यार। यार सेल का यही सबसे बड़ा मसला है। कभी भी कुछ भी खत्म हो जाता है।
पता नहीं यार, मैं सेल से लेता नहीं हूँ ना। पिक्चर लेना यार।
वो रुक ना यार। क्या मतलब? ये तूने 50% ऑफ से नहीं लिया?
ये सेल का नहीं, होलसेल का है। 50% विद बेटर प्राइस। तुम्हें जलाना यार।
हर सेल से बेहतर है होलसेल प्राइस रोजाना। चेज वैल्यू, द राइट चॉइस।
अस्सलामुअलैकुम व्यूवर्स, वेलकम करता हूं आप सब दोस्तों का आज की हमारी इस लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग के अंदर। तो जितने भी दोस्त इस वक्त हमारे साथ लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग पर मौजूद है, तो आप तमाम दोस्तों से रिक्वेस्ट है कि हमारे साथ लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग पर बने रहें। तो पाकिस्तान बामुकाबला न्यूजीलैंड आज चैम्पियन ट्रॉफी का पहला मैच जो वो खेला जा रहा है। तो इस वक्त टीम पाकिस्तान की बैटिंग जारी है। न्यूजीलैंड की टीम ने पहली इनिंग्स के अंदर 320 रन का टारगेट दिया पाकिस्तान की टीम को। पाकिस्तान की चौथी विकेट भी गिर चुकी है। सलमान अली आगा भी आउट हो चुके हैं 127 रन पर। चौथी विकेट गिर चुकी है। अच्छे फॉर्म में नजर आ रहे थे सलमान अली आगा, तो वो भी आउट हो चुके हैं। तो जितने भी दोस्त इस वक्त हमारे साथ ये मैच लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग देख रहे हैं, तो